As a vegan, as an ethical, actual fucking vegan, it's extremely disheartening that you just told 800,000 people that animals do not matter to you. And that's exactly what you said. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin if you're new here, and I share videos on this channel about veganism and minimalism and things that are going on in my life. Today's video, I had to address all of the drama in the vegan community, and I use that term lightly regarding these people, as you might have been able to tell in the title of this video. So yeah, let me just get right into it. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, but obviously Rawvana and Raw Alignment came out this past week and said that they are no longer vegan. And I call bullshit on both of them, because in no way, shape, or form do I think that either of them have ever been vegan. And why do I think that? Because I've been vegan for over 6 years now, and I know a lot of ethical vegans in the vegan animal rights movement, and our behavior is 100% different from the behavior of those two individuals in particular. Now, obviously, this has been going on for a couple weeks now. I literally just made a video like 2 weeks ago regarding this subject, but I figured that I might as well jump in again, because I've already made one video about Raw Alignment about, what, 5 or 6 months ago, when the whole she bought her dog from a breeder. And in that, when that happened, I pretty much knew that something was going on and that this was the end result. And I'm not surprised by actually either of them, and I'll tell you why. Rawvana, I guess it was a couple years ago, I actually had never heard of her, and I, in the vegan community, heard about her eating honey. Now, as we all know, as vegans, honey is a completely unethical product. Bees are killed and exploited for honey. So for her to be eating honey and using honey in her tea when there's a lot of other options besides honey, like agave and, you know, other sweeteners, and she didn't need it, that should have been a red flag right there, that she wasn't in it for the animals. And then as far as, again, Raw Alignment, I mean, when you go ahead and you purchase an animal from a breeder knowing that these animals are exploited, number one, and that two, there are thousands of animals that are dying in shelters every single day as a result of breeding, and you still go out and purchase a dog because that's what you want. Yeah, that's not exactly something that vegans do. So honestly, again, I'm not surprised by them now eating animals. But it is very frustrating listening to their videos and their excuses as to why they are now paying other people to murder for them. I watched both, I watched Rawvana's, I would say, bits and pieces of, I've literally watched bits and pieces of both, because it was too infuriating for me, and Raw Alignment's was just, it was babble, which is kind of like what her videos have been like in the past anyway, so I'm not really surprised by that. So I don't know, I couldn't get through it. I watched bits and pieces from other people, and other people messaged me some things that she had said in these videos, and it's actually really embarrassing for the two of them to discuss what they discussed with literally zero educational backing. And I mean, what did they think they were gonna, what kind of response did they honestly think they were gonna get when you built both of them? I don't care what a Raw Alignment says, she built her brand on the word vegan, and you spent years building these channels, and then everything around your business is about love and, you know, health, and then you're literally going to say that eating dead fish is health foods? Are you like, what? So yeah, it's kind of a joke to even watch them, because you can see right from the get-go that they were all about the money, even though Rawvana has enough to last her a lifetime from her family. You could tell that they built their brand on the vegan term and then just turn their backs on the animals the first chance they get. Obviously, they both have some eating issues. I mean, anybody does who goes from one diet, extreme diet, to the next, that's just inevitable. You're gonna get sick. And for me personally, I have a lot of gut issues. I probably should get tested for a lot of different things, but never in a million years. I suffer a lot with my stomach, but again, never in a million years, because I'm an ethical vegan, would I consider going back to eating an animal, because it's not an option for me. It would never be an option for me. And if they were vegan, it wouldn't have been an option for them either. And I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of, does it matter if they were vegan, or if they were using the word vegan, or if they're using the word plant-based? And I 100% do believe that language is important. We need to not confuse other people by calling these two people specifically vegans and ex-vegans, because if you're vegan for life. If you're plant-based, you're more likely to go back to eating animals in the future because you have not made the connection. And clearly neither one of them have made the connection, because if they did, putting a dead body into their mouth and in their stomach would not be an option. They would not even consider handing somebody money. I don't care if it's raw. I did see the part where Rawvana said that she buys grass-fed and humanely raised, which only goes to show that she has zero education on what actually happens in this industry. It doesn't matter whether or not the cows are free range and they're, grazing the grass. Please tell me how they kill them. I mean, has she looked it up? Does she care? Or does she just not want to think about it? Because that cow that's on your plate had to die somehow. And they didn't just die from old age like they should. They were brutally murdered. So it doesn't matter whether or not they had a good couple months of life. That life was cut short. And I would love to know what she would think if somebody would say that her dog needed to be humanely killed for food. Or is she just, I'm answering my own question. Of course she would be appalled and disgusted and freak out and not be okay with that. Why? Because she's a speciesist. Her dog is more important than other animals. She specifically said in one of her posts that she was considering feeding her dog raw meat. And I made a comment about that in my video, which I will link below, regarding that whole issue. It just right there, that comment alone solidified the fact that she was not vegan. Who would even consider that? I don't know. But vegans wouldn't, I can tell you that. But a plant-based person probably would, and they did. The whole situation is very frustrating and very disappointing, and not because I care about them, because I really don't. I really do not give a flying F about either one of them. They are pretty much nothing to me. The part that pisses me off and angers me the most is the fact that they have so many followers now that are gonna go back to eating animals because they look up to, for God knows whatever reason, these two people. And now we know thousands of people are now going to be paying for wild caught fish or grass-fed because Rawvana is now eating animals and Rawvana is now eating animals, and they're saying veganism is unhealthy. First of all, if you eat a plant-based diet, you're gonna be healthier than somebody that is eating dead animals and dead flesh. But vegans do get sick. I still have stomach issues. Vegans still get cancer. Vegans get health issues. The difference is that we don't go out and look at non-vegan ways of healing ourselves. And we actually do our research, and whatever Rawvana's mumbo jumbo about omegas and brain health was literally laughable. I mean, you could tell that she probably just typed a couple words into Google and bought whatever thing came up first, because that's what she does. She jumps to extreme. So let's do keto and paleo. or whatever the hell she's doing, literally just eating dead animals as her diet. Like I said, the biggest disappointment in this whole situation is the animals that are now going to suffer more because of them. They had a platform to encourage people to do good. They had a platform to make a change in this world for good. And what are they doing? They're causing more harm, they're causing more pain, they're causing more suffering. And all for this, and fame and fortune, and the idea of having a healthy life, which is a complete and utter crock. Let's see how they feel 10 years from now after eating all that dead flesh. Another thing about the whole raw alignment in her video, could you be more condescending towards your viewers and the people that are looking up to you? Like, you at 25 years old know what you're talking about and are literally, from the parts that I watched, I honestly felt like she was talking down to people. And her last statement on the video about you're more than what the food on your plate, think about that. I did think about that. The food that is on your plate right now is a dead cow or a dead fish, and that dead cow and that fish wanted to live. They did not want to die. So yes, Elise, the food on your plate is more than just food. It's a dead body of an animal that wanted to live. And as a vegan, as an ethical, actual fucking vegan, it's extremely disheartening that you just told 800,000 people that animals do not matter to you. And that's exactly what you said. And one last thing about something that Rawvana said that as soon as I heard it made absolutely zero sense. She said that she's not taking antibiotics because she feels it's so unnatural and she wants to heal her body in a natural way. Please tell me what is natural about eating another dead being. How is that natural? Exactly. I would love to know, because antibiotics are a lot more natural than eating the body of a being who wanted to live. That's just my 2 thoughts. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the whole situation. I know I probably got a little fired up there, but that's just my opinion. And if you agree with me, that's awesome. If you don't, that's fine too. As an ethical vegan, there is no justification for what they're doing. My health sucks right now, but again, I would never consider eating dead animals as an option. And yeah, so that's my thoughts, and I hope to not have to make one of these videos for a long time. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos about actual veganism and things that I'm eating during the day and my budgeting series and just my lifestyle in general, go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.